Imagine, the year is 610 AD. In a desolate mountain cave in Arabia, a man sits alone. Around him, there is only darkness and silence. Suddenly, a light, a voice. Read in the name of your Lord. That very moment marked the beginning of a journey that over the next 150 years would redraw the map of the entire world. A faith which in just 23 years spread from the deserts of Arabia to the borders of Persia, Rome, Spain, and India. In today's video, we will explore the incredible 400-year history of Islam's most pivotal era, from the birth of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, to the Golden Age of the Abbasid Empire. Let's begin. Part 1. The Beginning. 570 AD. The city of Mecca. A man was born in this city who would be loved by 1.8 billion people over the next 1,400 years. His name, Muhammad. His father passed away before he was born. At just 6 years old, he lost his mother as well. The orphaned child grew up under the care of his grandfather and uncle. But it was this difficult life that forged his character. At the age of 40, in the year 610, that moment arrived in the cave of Hira. The angel Gabriel, brought the first revelation. The journey of prophethood began. At first, the call was private. Only a few believed: Khadija, Ali, Abu Bakr. In 613, as soon as the public declaration was made, the persecution began. The Quraysh tortured, oppressed, and boycotted the Muslims, but they could not be stopped. 622 AD saw that historic night, the Hijra, the migration from Mecca to Medina. This year marks the beginning of the Islamic calendar. In Medina, the Prophet, peace be upon him, became more than a religious leader. He became a statesman. The Battle of Badr in 624, 313 Muslims against 1,000 Quraysh. Incredibly, the Muslims emerged victorious. Then came Uhud, then the Trench. Every battle brought new lessons. In 628, the Treaty of Hudaybiyah was signed. It looked like a defeat on paper, but it was a strategic masterstroke. And then the moment arrived. 630 AD, the conquest of Mecca. The Prophet entered the city that had once driven him out, leading 10,000 soldiers. But he took no revenge. Instead, he declared a general amnesty. This day there is no reproach against you. In 632, during his farewell pilgrimage, he asked the masses, "Have I delivered the message?" 100,000 voices replied, "Yes." And in that same year, he passed away. Part 2. The Rashidun Caliphate. The Prophet departed, but he left behind men who would change the course of history. The first Caliph, Hazrat Abu Bakr. A reign of only 2 years, but in those 2 years, he achieved 2 monumental tasks. 1. He suppressed the false prophets and saved Islam from fragmentation during the Ridda Wars. 2. He compiled the Holy Quran into a single volume for the first time, one of the most important decisions in history. Then came Hazrat Umar. One cannot say enough about this man. Under his rule, the Muslim forces conquered the Persian Empire, a superpower of that era. Jerusalem was conquered, but Umar didn't enter as a conqueror. He came as a messenger of peace, personally guaranteeing the safety of the Christians there. He established the police force, the judiciary, and a public welfare system. Much of the modern state structure we see today was first pioneered by Umar. Then the third caliph, Hazrat Usman. During his time, the first Muslim navy was formed, and standardized copies of the Quran were sent across the world. But in his final days, he was martyred by conspirators while reciting the Quran. The fourth caliph, Hazrat Ali, the Prophet's son-in-law, a lion-hearted warrior. His reign was filled with internal strife, fitna, the Battle of the Camel, the Battle of Siffin. Muslims fought Muslims. Ali struggled to maintain unity, but ultimately he was martyred at the hands of the Kharijites. In 661 AD, the era of the Rashidun Caliphate came to an end. Part 3. The Umayyad Dynasty. A new chapter, new rulers, but a different kind of sovereignty. The Umayyad Dynasty, capital, Damascus. Muawiyah came to power. He was a skilled politician. He initiated hereditary rule, a controversial shift in Islamic history. But the most tragic event came in 680 AD. Karbala. Imam Hussein, the beloved grandson of the Prophet, stood with only 72 companions against thousands of soldiers. He refused to bow to injustice. On the banks of the Euphrates, his water supply cut off, he and his family were martyred. The tragedy of Karbala still brings tears to the eyes of the Muslim world today. Under Umayyad rule, the empire continued to expand. In 711, Tariq bin Ziyad conquered Spain with only 7,000 soldiers. He burned his own ships and told his men, "The sea is behind you, the enemy is before you, there is no escape." At the same time, Muhammad bin Qasim conquered Sindh, modern-day Pakistan. Among them was one ruler history remembers differently, Umar ibn Abd al-Aziz. In just 3 years, he showed the world what true justice looks like, refusing to take even a penny from the state treasury for himself. But in 750 AD, the Umayyad dynasty fell. The Abbasids took power. Part 4. The Abbasid Golden Age. 750 AD. A new dynasty, a new dream. The Abbasids moved the capital to Baghdad, and Baghdad became the most intellectual city on earth. Al-Mansur built Baghdad with a meticulous plan, a circular city with the Caliph's palace at its heart, an architectural marvel. Then came Harun al-Rashid. You may know his name from the tales of the Arabian Nights, but the real Harun was even more remarkable. Under his rule, Baghdad's population reached 1 million, larger than any city in Europe. He established the Beit al-Hikmah, the House of Wisdom. Books from Greek, Persian, and Indian languages were translated here. Science, mathematics, medicine, and philosophy all thrived under one roof. Under al-Mamun, this movement reached its peak. Al-Khwarizmi sat here and discovered algebra. Yes, the father of modern algebra was a Muslim scientist. Ibn Sina, or Avicenna, wrote the Encyclopedia of Medicine, which was taught in Europe for 600 years. But slowly, the shadows of decline began to loom. Al-Mu'tasim brought in Turkish soldiers for protection, but those very soldiers eventually became the true power brokers. The caliphs became mere figureheads. By 950 AD, control of Baghdad passed to the Umayyad dynasty. The great Abbasid Empire began to lose its golden days. Outro. 610 to 950. In just 350 years, a faith that began in a cave transformed into the world's greatest empire. A religion that spoke not only of the soul, but of knowledge, justice, and humanity. While scientists in Harun's al-Rashid Baghdad were measuring the cosmos, Europe was in the Dark Ages. History keeps no one at the top forever, but a civilization that holds on to knowledge and justice, its light never truly fades. This history belongs not just to Muslims, but to all humanity. Which part moved you most, Karbala or the Golden Age of Baghdad? Let us know in the comments. If you think more people should know this history, share this video right now. Like, subscribe, because in the next video, we will see how the Mongols destroyed Baghdad, the story of the most terrifying night. Until then, Allah Hafiz.